I thought it was going to be one of those long lectures and you'll fall asleep, but I was intrigued the whole time. Like, it just touched me, all the stories and everything.
No, I actually expected it to be like really boring and...
Well, when I first came here, I'm like, guest speakers, it's probably going to be, all bunk and everything. But
it was much more, I don't know, to our levels.
I thought it'd be really boring, but...
I thought it was really good. It changed my way of thinking.
I expected some lady to kind of just talk to us about how sex is bad and gross and dirty and everything like that. But
they were really honest. I didn't expect people to be that open with people they'd never met in their life. And I guess the honesty made you believe it more.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be boring and not too much action.
So I thought I knew it all, but it turns out that there's always so much more you can learn. It was awesome.
I don't know. I thought it would be kind of boring and just the same old type of talk where they just rattle on you about it, but...
Well, I came here thinking that if it sucked, I was leaving in 15 minutes. And I'm going to leave here just being totally amazed at these people.
I don't know, it's just a lot of my friends that I know, it hit all of us, basically.
And I just want to thank them for doing such a good talk, because it touched me so much, and I can't even express how much my life is going to turn around after this.
Welcome, everybody, to our talk this morning. Our speakers this morning, Jason Everett and Cristalina Padilla. They come to you from Catholic Answers in San Diego, California. And I would like you to welcome our guest speakers this morning, Jason and Cristalina. Jason, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. To get started, I need a guy volunteer from the audience. I need a big guy, big. Okay, you're pretty big. Okay, come on down. Yeah, that'll work. Come on down. Give him a hand. Come on up here. There you go. Now, what's your name? Luke. Good to meet you, Luke. Everybody say hi, Luke. Hi, Luke. Now, Luke, do you know what the talk is on today?
It's on chastity.
Yeah, I'd say it's a sex talk today. So, since this is a sex talk, we've got to cover certain issues like how far it's too far to go with a girl on a date, and stuff like that. So what Luke and I are going to do is he and I are actually going to show you guys how far is too far to go on a date, okay? Now, and in order to do this, I'm going to be the guy, Luke is going to be the girl, okay? Now, Luke's not a very pretty girl, but that's okay. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But we can change that. So we'll get Luke prettied up a little bit. So why don't you throw this on? Yeah, there you go. That's the front. It's a little nappy. You'll be pretty. There you go. That's frightening. Now I've actually never dated anyone named Luke before, so we're gonna give you a name change, and your name is gonna be Shanae, okay? So now Shanae and I, we decided to go for a date. So we go for a date at the Grand Canyon, right here, and I start thinking to myself, well, how far do you think I can get my beloved Shanae to the edge of the Grand Canyon without actually throwing him off the Grand Canyon? Him, her, it, whatever, but there's only one way we can find out how far you can get to that edge, so I've got to pick you up into my arms, okay? All right, so hold on to this. Hold on to me. Gotta hold on tight. Hold on, Mike. Now, how far can we get to the edge? Can we go further?
That's far enough.
Okay. All right. Take a seat. Give him a hand. Good job, Luke. Thank you, bud. Good man. Now, what's the point of that whole deal? The point of that is basically this, that none of us guys would take a girl who we love to a dangerous place and say, well, how close can I get to killing her? Usually we don't ask, but when I was in high school, we'd always ask in our relationship, well, how far can you go? I mean, should we do this together? Should we do that together? And in high school, they'd give us the sex talk, but every time they gave us a sex talk, all it was about was guilt or fear. It'd be they'd get up there and they'd be like, sex is bad, sex is dirty, or they'd be like, you're gonna die, sex is gonna kill you, and they'd try to scare the pants off you or pants back onto you if that be the case. But it was all about fear. All they tried to do is scare us. They'd sit you down and they'd talk to you about gonorrhea, but they never sat us down and said, now here's the difference between love and lust. Here's how you know when you really love a girl, and here's how you know when you're getting used. They never made that stuff clear to us. So I remember I was in high school, I hooked up with this one girl, and we were doing all sorts of stuff, and she stops me. And she's like, Jason, you're not gonna leave me like the other guys, are you? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, you're so sweet. And I was like, okay, all right, anyway, and whatever. And we did different things, then we came up to that line, and I had to ask myself, okay, should I lose my virginity to this girl? And I thought, well, do I love her? And I thought, well, I've known her for 3 days. And I'm like, this is love. And I could hear in the back of my heart this voice that just said, Jason, this gift is not for her. That gift is for your bride. Please wait for her. And we cooled things down. We went our separate ways. I hooked up with another girl, came right up to that line, and then the same voice, Jason, this gift is not for her. That gift is for my bride. Please wait for her. And we cooled things off, and so to this day, I'm still a virgin, and I'm as happy as can be. And most people think that by the time you get in your 20s, like I'm gonna die of virginity or something. I'm gonna start having like virginity conniption fits or something. Like I'll start foaming at the mouth from virginity, and I'll explode and die here. Luke will be like, whoa, what happened to the sex guy? And you're like, oh, you didn't hear? He was a virgin. That'll kill you. Forget about it. The virginity's not lethal. I was at the airport the other day, and I saw this magazine. I had to pick it up here. It's called Complete Woman Magazine, all right? Just a splendid periodical. Oh, subscriber, okay. And so this guy's in here. They're talking about sex. And this guy says, quote, he said, sex is extremely important to me. When I'm in a relationship, it's essential. In fact, a year ago, I felt compelled to break up with a woman I really loved because we didn't have sex enough. The lack of sex nearly killed me. So apparently he's rushed to the hospital for lack of sex or something. But this is what we're basically told, that if you're not having sex, something's wrong with you. Maybe you're dropped on your head as a baby or something. But then they say, but if you have had sex, it's too late for you anyway. We hear this constantly. And I know some of you are virgins, and I know some of you are not virgins. And frankly, I don't care what happened last weekend, last month.